an alien named Thomas, in order to survive, escaped from the distant planet Andia to Earth. He crashed into a desert in the American West to adapt to life on Earth. He shed his scales, disguising himself as a human. He became an alien immigrant on Earth. He lived on his water-deprived home planet, and due to his intense thirst for water, he quickly found a house and inserted a water pipe into his mouth, desperately consuming water. However, he was caught by the homeowner, who thought he was a drunken pervert, and immediately drew a shotgun to chase him away. Fortunately, the police arrived in time. At the police station, he quickly learned everything around him, from human speech, and from the television he learned the language. In just a few minutes, he had learned basic English words. When the officer questioned him, he kept repeating "complete the mission," and mentioned a strange coordinate. But when the officer took a phone call, he immediately became fluent in English. When the officer asked where he was from, he said he was from Andia. The officer thought he was insane, and told him not to reveal his secret to anyone, or he would be locked in a mental hospital and unable to complete the mission. The officer then asked who could come to pick him up. He gave the name Justin Falls. Meanwhile, the impoverished Justin was still struggling for survival, working dangerous temporary jobs. She had no idea the huge change that was about to happen to her. She begged her boss for more work, but was harassed by him. As she was rushing in despair, she suddenly received a call from the police station. When she arrived at the station, the officer told her to take her friend home, but this man in front of her was someone she didn't recognize at all. Lena refused to bail him out, thinking it was just a misunderstanding. However, he recited Lena's college thesis verbatim, and said she hadn't failed back then. He said he would help her finish the mission, but Lena thought he was a science stalker. He insisted that he could help her complete the research. Then, he revealed the strange coordinate again. However, Lena warned him, if he came any closer to her and her family, she would kill him. The confused officer had no choice but to release him, but he secretly took a police station phone. He followed the GPS to a pawn shop. Suddenly, he spit out a golden ring from his mouth. Then he spat out a large number of golden rings. He entered the pawn shop, and pulled out a handful of gold from his pocket. The shopkeeper was stunned by the sight. He accurately stated the weight of the gold, but the shopkeeper insisted on verifying it. Suddenly, he became interested in the store's electronics. He began disassembling them one by one, and quickly assembled them together. A simple signal receiver was completed. He took the assembled receiver, and kept searching for the coordinate. A large amount of cash fell from his pocket, but he remained oblivious. But he remained focused, staring at the sky. At that moment, in the sky, an alien spaceship suddenly appeared. It felt like he had returned to his home planet. As he was immersed in memories of his home planet, with the collapse of the home planet's spaceship, he was struck by a heavy punch. He crashed heavily onto the road, and the cash in his pocket was robbed. Lena, driving home, happened to pass by. She witnessed him being bullied. After some hesitation, she decided to go and rescue him.